Take me out to left field. Give me a shot of Fireball. Give me some high fives from Mark Pena and a hug from Jeff Cross as we stand on top of the tables. Hearing the horns, that's a blast. For it's 1, 2, 3 shots from the cannon with the ladies of left field.
Hey, y'all. It's game time with the ladies of left field. I am Jordan here with Katie today. Casey is not joining us. She lost her brother-in-law, Matt, earlier this week. So we are sending our love to her.
Yeah, for sure. Lots of love to Casey and Barnabas, and to the Catalano family. Matt was an awesome guy, a great friend to all of us. He was a die-hard Longhorn fan, graduated law school from UT. And Barnes' sister, Lee, married Matt like when they were super young. I think like 19. And they've just been like, they also were long-term sweethearts even before them. Their families grew up together. Love Matt. About a year and a half ago, I guess, he was really sadly and surprisingly diagnosed with brain cancer, glioblastoma specifically, which is really, really difficult. People typically do not live very long with glio. And Matt had really good treatment. Thanks to his family and family connections, he was able to live and have a really good last year. Was able to go to the Texas-Michigan game, was able to go to a lot of baseball games with us, really able to enjoy his family. He has a grandson who's adorable. That kid is so darn cute, and his sons as well. So good last year, but yeah, not very long. I mean, probably like maybe 2 weeks ago, I feel like, not even that, maybe, they called in hospice and started to get hospice, and Matt passed away on November 11th, right early in the morning at about 1:20 in the morning. And, he was surrounded by love, by Lee, his wife, and all of his family were there, and he was really peaceful. And so we're all so sad. We love Matt a lot, that Matt has passed, but we are also grateful that it was peaceful and he is now at peace. Casey and Barn are with Lee tonight. Matt's wife, Barnabas' sister, and just spending quality time, of course, with family. We give lots of love to the Catalano family and to the Reeds and everybody, all of us who knew and loved Matt a lot. So I know, hard to talk about sports kind of, but at the same time, Matt would have wanted this. I mean, like, I've known that guy forever, and he would have totally loved it.
And Bill was like sending us things. She couldn't join, but she was like, "Oh, don't forget to mention," and don't forget to mention. And so I feel like half our notes tonight are Casey. Casey adds.
Totally. Yeah. And so, I mean, we're doing this, to honor Matt. He would have loved this. He loved listening. So Casey did want to share that she's excited for the game this weekend. She's also keeping tabs on the Aggies. She's not quite sure they're that good. She knows that they can look good, but she has said that A&M has played 4 teams who have since fired their coaches. So it could be 5 now. Because Samford, I think, fired their coach as well. So anyways, and we also had Missouri was playing their 3rd-string freshman quarterback. So that's not a high quality, that's not the ranked Missouri that they were. She's like, don't get me wrong, the Aggies do look pretty good, but maybe because of their kind of, soft competition. So she's looking out. The Longhorns, on the other hand, are about to play our 4th top 10 opponent. So let's beat Georgia this weekend, and then we can keep moving forward. Maybe the Aggies can somehow get a loss before us. Then for sure, we want to hand them a loss.
For sure. I keep thinking about that game. I'm like, I don't know how it's going to go. But you know what? We'll cross that bridge in 2 weeks. We'll deal with that later.
Exactly. We got Georgia, and then we got Arkansas, and then we can worry about that final game. So Yeah. So Casey also wanted to share with everybody that the baseball team's looking really good. The baseball class is looking really good. And we are ranked 3rd. So we'll take that. We're ready to get baseball started. I'll also say real quick, Mark and I went to Scott Wilson's funeral on Sunday. And that was sweet. And like the collection of everybody who loves Texas baseball and Texas sports. And it was so fun to see some folks that you don't get to see anymore, either players that, you know, played at UT or just fans that you've known for a million years that are like just diehard loyal people. Coach Pierce and Susan came, and actually Coach Pierce spoke. He was asked to speak. And so he was the first speaker, and I thought that was so sweet. He just acknowledged also how it was kind of hard to be there, you know, knowing that he, you know, was asked to leave Texas as a coach. But he just was like, but this reminds me that it's way more than baseball, and it's way more than winning and loss, you know, losing. It's about a community, and it's about like people being loyal. And everybody just talked about how that Scott was the definition of that, of unconditional love and unconditional loyalty. It was sweet. Curtis Thigpen spoke. He talked about like he, you know, wants all of us to kind of bring that to our lives. Like think about how we can, you know, love unconditionally and just support people unconditionally. It's the right thing to do. And, you know, it's the right way to treat people. And he said I think we can honor Scott by like living that way and being reflective of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then Kurt Dressendorf spoke as well. He was funny. He had great stories. He was apparently him and Scott. Of course, they were close when he was a player, but became, you know, even more kind of friends as he's, you know, grown up. And now he's like, you know, so it was really good. And then, of course, we started the service at St. John's, like right off Burnett, with the Eyes of Texas, Jordan. And then at the very end,
of course,
started with the Eyes of Texas. I mean, before like any prayer. And then the very end, they had a video of Scott singing the Eyes of Texas. And so we finished the service as well with all singing along to the Eyes of Texas. It was real sweet. Yeah. So
that sounds,
yeah. Whitehead family came in from Lampasas, even though he's at USC. So they came in, we sat with them. Of course, the Zubias were there. Their parents came in from Houston, Debbie and Jeff, and then also like Zach and Devin were there. So it was really cool. It was, you know, Jalen Flores was there and Carly and just a lot of players, old and new. Coach Schloss was there, which was super cool as well. And we were like, this might be kind of awkward with him and Coach Pierce, but
I didn't even think about that.
But anyways, I just thought it was super nice, and I just love the overall messaging of just that idea of, you know, loyalty and love. And they were like, win, lose, or draw. You know, it didn't matter to him. He loved the Longhorns no matter what, and always came at it with a good attitude. So that was cool. Yeah.
Oh, anyway, that sounds nice. I mean, it's obviously a sad occasion, but sounds like it's about as uplifting as it could be.
Totally. I mean, the pastor, I guess, who knew Wilson well, and he went to that church. He's like, whenever he wasn't at a sports event, he was here on a Sunday and had his exact same spot in church. We were like his seat at the baseball game, you know, like. And she said that she was like, Scott wrote this entire service, just so y'all know, like everything we were doing, he planned.
That's great. Oh,
I know. I was like, awesome, good for him. Glad he had it planned. Yeah. Well, we have some. You have some kind of I don't know, juicy scoop to get into, and I guess kind of I do too. You want to share yours about?
Yeah. So, Hot Girl headline for this week, because as if things just weren't weird enough with all the coach firings and everything, which we'll get into in a minute. The CFP chair, who is also the AD, is the AD at Baylor, has taken a leave of absence for personal reasons. He left of his own volition. He didn't explain further. Baylor said they received a notice of the allegations on Monday, but they do not involve Title IX, do not involve student welfare or NCAA rules, and they do not involve the football program. So I have no idea what that could be at this point. But
It's Baylor. Could it be just like a moral or ethical thing because it's Baylor?
Like what happened with the BYU quarterback that had to leave because he was going to be like suspended. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I don't know their bylaws that well, but that could definitely be it. But in terms of CFP, that it just makes things interesting. We're 2 weeks into CFP rankings, and now they're changing the chair committee, and I believe they were already down one committee member who had left, so they're trying to fill those positions. And also, we have a month left of regular season, so trying to put together the postseasons. So,
That's
interesting shakeup in the CFP world. Texas also went up to number 10 in the CFP before all this happened. No, right after all this happened, maybe. And so there's a silver lining for CFP for Texas, I guess.
Yeah. And I mean, just to stay on college football, we've talked about it before, how these college football head coaches are getting fired, middle of the season. And it's like, what are they doing? So 10 college football coaches have now been fired. And so combined, this is a ton of money because they have to a lot of times, pay them out. We've heard about some of the big payouts, like Brian Kelly's is huge. The Penn State guy, his was wildly huge. And so combined, though, out of these 10 coaches are owed a total of $169 million. Wild.
Jesus.
And so people are starting to ask questions like, where is this money coming from? Who has this money? Because, they're saying like college athletics are facing unprecedented cost, right? From NIL, different things. And so now we're paying out coaches just extreme amounts of money. So now questions are being asked, like if a state university like LSU, for example, doesn't have, $50 million to pay out Brian Kelly, is somehow the state of Louisiana liable because it's considered a state college, right? So like
that would be wild,
right? And so now it's like,
I mean, it's a fair point, but wow,
yeah, totally. So people are just like, where is this money coming from? Does it exist? How are they going to pay these out? When it's such extreme amounts of money and kind of like a sum. So I don't know, something to definitely keep an eye on. And we'll see what happens. It'll be interesting.
And you mentioned LSU, which I forgot this happened earlier in the week. Brian Kelly has, I think he has a legal filing against LSU because I guess LSU reached out on Monday and said, hey, you're not formally terminated, and that they're intending to fire him for cause so that they don't have to pay his $54 million buyout.
No. What's the cause?
Yes. So that's it. I don't know what the cause. He doesn't know what the cause is, allegedly. So yeah, I guess they reached out to Kelly's representatives on Monday and said, for the first time in all these communications, that LSU believed they had grounds for termination for cause. So Brian Kelly's attorneys filed in court, and they want to confirm that LSU's termination is without cause, and he is entitled to his full liquidated damages for his buyout. So another thing to keep an eye on with LSU. Speaking of buyouts and stuff, like this is just nuts.
It's nuts. Well, the other thing is, like, did LSU realize, oh shit, we don't have that money, so now we got to find a reason to fire him.
So now we got to find cause, right? And like that's so don't get me wrong, I'm sure there's conspiracy theorists out there who can come up with a reason besides the fact that the team was losing, but I don't think that's the only reason. That can't be for cause. So that's a very good point. They were like, oh, it's fine. No, wait, not fine. We checked the bank account. It's not looking great.
Yeah. We paid a player a little too much. We don't have that money. That is crazy. Man. And the head coach firings are happening all over because now they're going to the NFL as well. Because the Giants just fired their head coach, which is also in the middle of a season. Wild. And I mean, in general, though, I do love the NFL, but last week was a week of upsets as well. So I was shocked to see the Bills lose to Miami. I was like, what the hell is happening? How can the Bills lose to the Dolphins? that coach looks like from the day he started in Miami to now, he's like turned into a complete like drug lord. I don't know how that's happened.
Does McDaniel? You're right though.
Jordan, have you seen the side by side of him when he started in Miami, looking like a little numbers mathematician dude, and now he looks like he's literally like the head of like Narcos. You know, like
in his drivers and like tracksuits,
and like just looks a mess. You know,
I mean,
he looks like he's living a Miami life. Yeah. I mean, we should pull up a picture of that because it is real. Also, I mean, not as big of like an upset, but the Jets beat the Browns. The Jets have been horrible, and then also the Saints, who've been real bad. The Saints beat the Panthers, who were kind of like looking pretty good. So, anyways, week 10 was like a week of upsets in the NFL. So we'll see what happens this week. But yeah, football.
I saw one meme, but it looks like people might be turning on Bryce Young again here in Charlotte. I'm like, let that man live. Look what he does this season. Let that man live. But he does not have much wiggle room here with the Charlotte communities.
Really? It's like they have no.
That certainly didn't help.
That's funny.
Yeah, like, anyway. Well, at least the Cowboys didn't play, so they couldn't lose. But I am excited. I forgot to look it up, but Debo should be making his return on Monday Night Football against the Raiders, I think.
Oh,
that was originally the plan when he announced. So I think he'll be coming back. That'll be nice. Although being on Monday night does give me another day where we have to like sit and wait and think about the Cowboys potentially losing. So that'll be fun.
Okay, so this is it. Look at this. This is how he's changed. Look.
You have to send me that. I'm putting that on our Instagram post.
It's real. He started out as like a little like I know all the analytics. Now he's like, I maybe just know other things. There's another funny one that's not real, but
oh, that's great. Yes, you have to send me that. That's awesome.
This is also a good one, even though it's not real.
Not real.
Look, year 1, year 2, year 3.
Oh, he's headed that way. He's headed that way for sure.
No, it's funny. All right, I will say that. That's all I have, girl headlines. So should we just talk about our big football game this weekend, which I'm real nervous about?
Oh yes, same. Like I keep going back and forth. It's like I go look at numbers because I like to look at stats and stuff. It just makes me sometimes feel better. And it's like, well, Texas defense is really good, but Georgia defense is also pretty dang good. Yeah, so I just don't know. And Texas has been on the uptick. It looks like it feels like the offense is kind of getting in a rhythm. So
yeah, agreed. The best
maybe things will get better because looking at obviously these take into account the entire season, and it's kind of a wide range between Georgia's offense and Texas's offense. But then you consider like how bad the offense played in a few games. So I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
I know. I mean, our offense looked those first 3 quarters against Vanderbilt the best our offensive looked, right? Then our defense is just like, I don't know. Like they can look great, and then they can look like they got a bunch of holes. So that'll be interesting. What do we have here? So both teams.
I was going to say defense-wise.
SEC loss. Okay.
Hit that first, though, yeah.
Yeah. So, right, we only have one SEC loss going this game. Texas is ranked 10 right now, like you said. Georgia is ranked number 5. It's a night game in Athens. Is it in Athens or is it in Atlanta?
It's in Athens, yeah.
In Athens, okay. Night game. Gonna be hype. Those freaking Georgia Bulldogs are going to be hype for this game. So the crowd's going to be real. And then things are close. I mean, like looking just like at stats, like things are really, close, right? Total offense, Georgia's not 7th, we're 10th. Passing offense, Georgia's 10th, we're 7th. Rushing offense is where they got us. Like, they're rushing better. They're 4 or 10, you know?
Yeah.
What were you going to say about defense?
But like you're saying, I was just going to say, you're saying defense-wise, it matches up like pretty well. Total defense, Georgia's allowing about 311 yards per game. Texas is about 314. Then the good thing is that Texas still has the best rushing defense in the conference and the second best in the nation.
Okay, that's good.
So they're allowing just over 78 rush yards per game. Red zone, again, Georgia's third, Texas is fourth. One interesting fourth down number, which, I mean, nowadays in this game where you literally never know if a coach is going to go for it from fourth down or not.
Yes.
Georgia has the second best fourth down defense in the SEC. They're allowing about 40% of teams to convert on fourth down when they attempt it. Texas has the worst fourth down offense. They only convert about 41%. But the maybe silver lining good news is who is the best fourth down defense in the conference? Texas, allowing 32% of fourth down conversions. So that would be something to keep an eye on. I feel like because nowadays it used to be you almost never went for fourth down unless it was like 4th and 1 inch, and now it's like 4th and 2. Like, I mean, look at the Vanderbilt game this weekend. Yeah, the late 4th and 1-2 yard attempt that I thought Pavia had it for sure. So anyway, most of the time looking at numbers, it makes you feel better about the matchup, but you just never know with all the intangibles that you mentioned. Night game in Athens, Texas that's coming off the idle week, so who knows?
It's like healthy, but maybe Arch is still a little concussed, so he still throws the ball accurately.
he's still good enough concussed, but healthy otherwise.
Maybe a tighter spiral, but still accurate, like he was a little concussed. That was better.
Right. Just a touch of concussion. So hopefully that's a good one. The only other big SEC matchup this weekend is 11 Oklahoma for Alabama. So that one's at 2:30, and then ours is at 6:30. So
is that game at Alabama?
Watch all of these.
Where is that? Alabama.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody brought up an interesting too. This weekend's interesting for the SEC. Like, you have the new guard and the old guard at the old SEC home. Like, with serious postseason implications. So, because I think of those 4, I don't want to lie, I'm going to double check, but I believe Alabama's the only one without a loss right now. So, Alabama, A&M and Alabama are the only 2 in the conference without a loss at this point.
Not an SEC loss. Okay.
The SEC loss, yes, I should say.
Yeah. Bama lost early to somebody.
Oh gosh, I remember because everyone was ready to fire Kalen DeBoer. That lady was like, "Oh, if I won the lottery, I'd take all the money and spend it to buy out Kalen DeBoer's contract and find a new coach."
Yeah. Who did they lose to? They beat Tennessee.
Florida State. First game of the season.
Florida State, who's not that good right now. That's the thing. They were good like when they played each other, but then they have fallen off.
Yes. So, so we'll see. Lock in. If you need places to go watch, we did preseason before the Ohio State game. Our episode we went through.
Yeah.
Where are you watching? Do you know?
Here. We're gonna have people over here. We're gonna go to Matt's and have a lunch with Casey and Barn and whoever else wants to come, and then we're gonna have people over here.
Nice.
Yeah, it should be fun. So
Amy's coming into town.
Oh, fun!
Because we originally were thinking of maybe driving over to Athens because it's less than 4 hours to get over there. But then when Texas lost to Florida, she and I kind of texted each other. We're like, maybe don't make the drive and spend all the money to go in case they get curb stomped, but we'll still like watch. So she's coming. We're going to the Texas watch party. If you can't get a hold of me for the podcast next week, it's because I may be in the Mecklenburg County Jail. So maybe send a call.
No jail, Jordan.
No, I know. I'm just worried about that whole day. Like, there's good games all day. So I'm just going to like post up somewhere and watch a ton of football. And if Texas plays well, I'll be amped. And if Texas gets beat Port like a lot, I'll be really sad. So we shall see.
Hopefully they win, and it looks good. And I don't know, I don't know what to think about this game. That's why I feel like I went into like the Oklahoma game, and then I was like pleasantly surprised. So we'll see.
That's how we'll do it. That's how we'll take it for this game.
Yeah, we'll see. All right. Well, hopefully both sides of the ball show up for all four quarters. That's what we need, and then we could win. Okay.
All right. Hopefully it's a celebratory Ladies of Left Field next week.
Yay! That'd be so fun. I know. All right. Well, y'all have a good week. Watch the game. Enjoy. I hope you and Amy have a blast. I know y'all will. That's like saying like it's water wet. Y'all will have so much fun.
Yeah. Well, I'll be texting y'all. But
yes.
Everyone else have a good weekend.
Yeah.
Catch up next week. See you in left field.
See you in left field soon. Really soon.